Welcome to Chasing Combat. I'll be going over the most underrated prospects in every women's division in the UFC. Strawweight, honorable mention, we're going to go Piera Rodriguez. She has very solid striking, very good wrestling, and solid BJJ. She is 5-2 in the UFC. She has a 3-fight win streak. Her wrestling, she's going to try to get you to the ground at some point. It's more of a matter when she's going to go for that takedown. Her striking, very good striking, especially against the level of strikers in this division, where she's gonna go in and out, hit you with the jab, maybe with a cross. She's gonna hit a quick combo, go right back out, keep circling. She's gonna be very kind of technical, you could say, but not at the same time. She will brawl a little bit with you, but overall she is gonna go out there, have a little bit of a brawl, get you to the ground. She's gonna show everything in her game. She is pretty exciting. Do see her on an upcoming card. I would definitely tune in to this fight. All right, we're going to go with the actual strawweight pick here. Julia Psycho Palestri. Very entertaining fighter. I think the UFC shouldn't cut her even if she does lose her next fight. She is probably one of the most entertaining strawweights out there right now. She is 2-3 in the UFC, but here's the thing. Record doesn't impact how entertaining and how underrated you could say she is. Always going to show up. She's always going to pressure her opponent. She's going to walk her opponent down for 15 minutes straight. No matter what, she's going to strike with her opponent. She may try to wrestle if she has to, but she will walk her opponent down, and she is willing to chuck knucks or brawl, however you want to say it. Julia, she is a dog. She's very, very tough. Overall, she's just going to make the fight a war. She's just going to stand right in front of you and keep piecing you up, even if you are doing some good damage to her. I think she does have a solid career in the UFC. It's not like she's going to be champ or anything like that, but overall I do think she can have a very solid career in the UFC by getting bonuses and just putting on entertaining fights. Flyweight, honorable mention, Naomi the Witch Barbosa. 3-2 in the UFC. She should be 4-1 in the UFC, with her only loss coming to Miranda Maverick, technically. I do not consider her loss to Karine Silva an actual loss, just due to Barbosa should have 100% won that fight. She was on top of Silva for most of the third round, and she did pretty much dominate the fight. Silva definitely did win one round, but overall she did look way better than Silva. I did pick Silva against her, and it is saying something if I am going Barbosa to actually win that fight. Silva definitely didn't win that fight, even though I had money on her, and I did have her as a pick. Definitely didn't win that fight. Barbosa, very, very good wrestler. I do think she does have some of the best wrestling in the flyweight division. There is a lot of good wrestlers in the division, but overall, she does have very good technical striking. Her striking, it's not like she's going to put the pressure on right away. She's going to keep her distance, find her range, pick her shots well, find your timing. I do think she is a future title contender. She has the wrestling to get there. It's just the striking she's got to work on a little bit more. And as long as she keeps improving her game, she's only going to get better. The actual flyweight pick, Carly Crispy Judas. If you have more of a striking style that you like, I would definitely recommend Carly Judas. I know a lot of people aren't very big on women's fights, but Carly Judas has probably, if not the best, striking probably in any girls division right now. So her striking is so technical. She has the power, and overall she knows what she's doing in there. She has good fight IQ. She knows which punches to throw at the right time. If she sees an opportunity for that left hook, she's going to throw that left hook. If she sees an opportunity for that cross right down the middle, she's going to throw it. She's not going to hesitate, and she is going to let her hands go. I do think she is a future champ. She does need to work on her takedown defense and her wrestling. Just got to keep that at least high level, just in order to compete with some of the girls in flyweight. Title contender or future champ, the wrestling does need to be elite, and she does need to get in that training now before she does get fraud checked. Bantamweight, honorable mention, Michelle the Wild One Montague. Very, very good wrestler. She probably has some of the best wrestling in the division. Overall, I do think her striking needs some work. She could be a future title contender if she was to work on her striking and was to get some very high-level strikers around her and to help her out. She is 2-0 in the UFC. We've only seen a wrestling dominance in both of the fights, and she did get the sub, I believe, in both, or the sub in one and ground and pound in the other. She's either going to get you to the ground, going for the ground and pound KO, or she's going to go for the sub. overall, she has some good BJJ, elite wrestling, and then, like I said, not bad striking. Overall, if she was to be a title contender, like I said, it's the striking and maybe a little bit of fight IQ too. I do think just in some of the striking scenarios, she does need to learn when to throw, when not to throw, and overall what to throw in certain scenarios. Bia, the Lady Go, Miss Cuda. I don't know how to say it, to be honest, but we'll just go with Bia, the Lady Go. She has only impressed me ever since coming into the UFC. One of the best grapplers in the world, easily. Probably top 10 of the best women's grapplers. Also, don't quote me on that. I'm not huge into the women's grappling scene or anything like that, but I would definitely say she is up there for high level. Overall, she has very dominant wrestling, and overall, she is going to go for the submission if she does get you down. She's always entertaining, always going for the submission. She's always going to do some damage on the ground if she needs to. Shows levels to about 70% of the division. I don't think about 70 to 80% of the division can't hang with her. Maybe anybody in the top 10 probably can hang with her a little bit more than rank 11 all the way to unranked. I do think she does dominate a lot of the girls in the division, and I do think she is a future title contender, but just like Michelle Montague, she does need to work on her striking, and her striking needs to get better. I feel like if she was to work on her striking way like a couple years ago, she probably would be the GOAT in the bantamweight division. But she also has another high-level wrestler at that top of the division, Kayla Harrison. So seeing a lot of these women wrestlers come over, women's grapplers come over is a good sign, especially with a champ like Kayla Harrison. You can get some good competition like Bia or Michelle Montague against Kayla in the future.